No real updates when it comes to injuries. I will have a clear update on that sometime later this evening. And going into Wednesday, I will be able to truly fill you guys in on everything when it comes to injuries. When it comes to the game of yesterday, I don't feel any different even from getting a chance to watch the tape. Very disappointed on how we coached, on how we played. Totally was disappointed on the way that we were trending in a good direction, and man, we just hit this roadblock. And now as coaches and players, we have to get back to it. We got to flush this game, really talk about what our issues were, and move into the direction of getting ready to go play against a team that's playing very, very well right now. So, but I'm truly confident in the coaches and players getting back to work and flushing this game and moving forward. So, any questions?
Aaron, after watching the tape, how did you think Brady performed?
You know what? I thought Brady did some good things. Listen, he was put in a tough situation, and it's always tough for a backup quarterback to actually go in and get the rhythm that he needs from not getting as many reps as you want to get during the week. But I thought he had truly command of the offense. I thought he really had truly command of the huddle with the players. Again, it's a tough situation because of the score at that point put him in a situation where he had to drop back and throw the ball probably a bit more than we wanted him to. But I thought he handled that well.
Hey, Aaron, with Justin, I'm not sure if you addressed it on Friday or not, with the knee soreness. Did that come just kind of out of practice, or how did that all unfold, and how serious did it seem? And is he a possibility to be healthy this week?
Well, I talked about that, how he felt some soreness on Wednesday. He was limited on Thursday, and Friday he was out of practice. And I told you guys he was going to be inactive for the week, and we'll see how he progresses going this week. And nothing has changed with that.
Aaron, will health be the only thing that determines your quarterback situation at this point? I mean, obviously you got two guys who are banged up.
Yeah.
Is it going to come down to that?
Yeah, we got to see, what guys are healthy enough to go out there and give us a chance to win.
Would you go back to Justin if he's the healthy one of the two veterans?
I'm going to play the guy that I think give us the best chance to win.
Might you have to add another quarterback this week just to get through the practices, you think?
Well, we'll see how everything progresses during the week. Like I said, we got to see how the injuries are, with all our quarterbacks right now.
It's kind of a unique situation, Aaron. You're dealing with two quarterback injuries and then another quarterback who's really barely played. Have you come across a situation like this in your coaching, from your previous stops where it was just like so up in the air?
Well, that's the tough part about this job. This job is meant for tough people, and you have to make decisions on the fly every now and then. And this is just one of those times we have to make a decision. You got to see how the guys are feeling, have a good conversation with those guys, have a good conversation with our docs, and we'll move forward from there. I mean, no one said it was going to be easy, and you're right. This is a situation. Even as an assistant coach, I haven't seen a situation like this, but it is what it is. And I have full confidence in our guys. If they say they're ready to go, they'll be ready to go. Then without docs letting us know if those guys are really ready to go out there for us.
Because of the importance of practice reps, is it your hope to have a answer like a situation resolved on Wednesday so that whoever it is could get the necessary
Absolutely.
reps?
Absolutely, and that's what these first couple of days are for. Talking to the players and talking to the docs and see exactly where we're at. And the guy that's going to give us the best chance to win, that guy will have the most reps.
Aaron, is there any part of you that when a quarterback sits out for a couple games and watches, wants to see what Justin might do after having a little time off, and maybe he'll, react differently, play differently?
Say that one more time.
You know how are you interested at all in seeing what Justin might do if he gets another chance after sitting out and watching how the offense operated without him?
I'm interested in a quarterback that's give us the best chance to win. Listen, these guys are all professionals, and anytime they have a chance to go out and perform with their teammates, that's the only thing they think about. That's the only thing I think about, man. What decisions do I have to make to give this team the best chance to win? And that's it. I mean, I don't know if I'm answering your question or not, but listen, we don't play mind games with players like that. These guys are professionals, and they work their asses off week in and week out. And my job is to make sure that with this team, I give them the best chance to win. So whichever quarterback that we have that's ready to go, that guy be ready to go.
AG,
Is there a chance that Garrett could be ready to practice this week?
Well, we'll see about that when we talk to the docs. Again, I get a lot of that information later on today.
AG, with Isaiah Williams, I mean, you've dabbled a little bit with some returning, I believe, in your career,
Yeah.
and you've obviously been around some guys. What that return yesterday seemed to have a lot of elements to it. It was almost to a degree artistic, I thought, with the way he slowed down, worked his blockers and stuff. What is it about him that makes him so good doing that?
He's and I think I've talked about this before. He's a player that I was very familiar with being in Detroit, and he's a hard-nosed, hard-working. He works his craft day in and day out. He understands the nature of being a returner, and he understands how to set his blocks up. And I think a lot of that also has to do with the belief of all those guys that's on that return team, of knowing that anytime Isaiah touches the ball, there's a chance that he's going to score because of his knowledge of returning. And I know early in the year he had some miscues, and but I do trust that player. And it is an art, returning punts. But the thing is, the belief of everybody that's on that team at that time, like, you have to believe that the returner is going to score. And our guys sustain their blocks. They work their ass off to make sure that they give him a lane to be able to run. And Isaiah does a really good job with his vision to be able to see it and make the necessary cuts to go score.
Take a couple more.
I'm assuming you've gone and seen that again on film this morning or whatever. Is that fair assessment?
Say that again.
Curious. I mean, since the game, have you looked at that particular return yesterday since the game?
Yeah, I have. I'll look at all three phases, and I will look at them again. But the one thing it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. Even on kickoff return, when you see those guys go out there, they're excited to go out there because, again, they have a belief that Kane and Isaiah will score as long as they just do their job and sustain their blocks.
Aaron, on with some of the defensive issues, we've talked about some of these going back, missed tackles or lack of turnovers. Just that's going to draw scrutiny on the coordinator. You know that. You were in Steve's shoes in Detroit. I'm sure you had some times there early on where people looked at you. How would you evaluate the job Steve has done this season, and how many of these issues fall on him?
You know what? I've been in that position before, and to me, I was fortunate enough to have a coach that believed in me the same way I believe in Wilkes. And the thing is, I evaluate coaches at the end of the season as we continue to talk and see how we're going to improve. That's offense, defense, and on special teams. But I do know this. It is a team effort between coach and player. So I just don't look at one person and say, okay, this is all on him. No, this is collective unit. Even with myself. And making sure that how I communicate the way I want things to look is offense and defense and special teams. So, man, I told you guys this yesterday that I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at myself, I'm looking at the coach, and I'm looking at the player. So when it comes to that evaluation, to me, that's how I look at it, from myself to the coach and to the players. So, and those conversations will always be kept in-house between me and the coordinators, too.
Aaron,
Tom, the last one from Tom.
With Garrett, is that purely a medical decision whether he comes back now, or because he came back and got re-injured?
Yeah, what the docs tell us what's best for the player, that's what I go with.
Even though I mean he's obviously a long-term part of your plans here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
so
those conversations will be with the doc and it's going to be with Garrett, and once we nail down those conversations, a decision will be made after that.